What's going on, guys? Wesley here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the brand new Easter egg, unlock those new schematics, as well as the new Dark Ether in as little as 2 games. Now, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be doing this solo just to show you guys that you can do it fully solo. However, you are more than welcome to do it with teammates. You will have the ability to do so, so keep watching and let's get into it. Now, first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and assign a particular mission. Now, the new mission that's came out with Season 2 Reloaded is called Countermeasures. You can find it under the Act 4 tab right under Bad Signal. This is very easy to find. Make sure that you have it selected though, because if you don't have this completed, you need to make sure that you have it selected. Obviously, since I've completed it, I cannot select it, but I still have access to the portal. So let's get into it. So the portal is located in tier 3. It's actually very easy to get to. Be careful while you enter it though. If you have teammates, I would suggest that everyone just stays out of tier 3, generally speaking, unless you have upgraded weapons, and have someone trigger the portal and everyone can accept. But as a solo player, what I'm going to do here actually in my video is I went ahead and did the Tombstone Duplication glitch. Yes, you can do it with this portal. You have to use this one right here. But anyway, the long story short of it is go ahead and activate the portal and enter the ether. You don't have to do all this complicated stuff that I was doing. I'm more so just recording glitches. So let's get into the actual steps to this. So once you've made it into the ether, what you want to do is equip whatever weapons that you want to use, and right behind where you spawn on this large ship, you cannot miss it, it's impossible, you're going to find an obelisk. Go ahead and activate it, and I highly suggest that you wait a second before grabbing that insta-kill. I didn't wait. It really doesn't matter because it doesn't take that long to do this portion. But when you activate the obelisk, what you're going to need to do is melee zombies to death within the circle. That is key here. Make sure that you do everything within the circle, and what's going to happen is you're going to see trails move toward the obelisk, and sooner or later it's going to complete. And what you're going to get are MMA gloves. Now, these MMA gloves are one of the 4 Easter egg items. So right across here, you're going to find where the second item is. You can see the ship in the distance right there. It is super close, so all of these are within earshot of each other. Now, when you activate this one, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get headshots within the circle. So it's very simple. Again, just like the first one, instead of meleeing, all you're doing is getting headshots. These two are very easy. The next one that I'm going to show you is a little bit more difficult, but the reward from this one specifically is the target. So you now have the gloves and the target. Now, once you've completed that, you are good to go. Just make sure that you are ammoed up. Make sure that you have a good regular weapon for this. Now, this is going to be a requirement for actually upgrading them. So again, make sure that you have a normal bullet-based weapon with you. So where we're going to go next is you're going to notice there is a large fogged field. It's very hard to miss. I would highly suggest that you have a regular weapon as well as a scorcher for this tutorial. So go ahead and find this area, and what you're looking for is a perfect circle of crystals. So you can see right here, it's very obvious where it is. Once you know what you're looking for, you are going to find your third obelisk here. Now, this is going to be the hardest one, so just be very careful when you do this. Go ahead and activate the seal. So what's going to happen is the circle and the zombies are going to have an effect that signifies a particular ammo mod. You can obviously see this one is obviously going to be napalm, and then for each one after that, you're going to get a different effect. So what you need to do is kill zombies with that ammo mod attached to your normal weapon, because again, you will need a normal bullet-based weapon to actually apply these ammo mods, and for each one, you're going to see something different. So for example, this is what cryo freeze looks like. This is what dead wire looks like. You can see the little electrical symbols. Be careful and don't get mixed up with dead wire and brain rot. I did a long time ago the other day whenever I was trying this for the first time. If you grab the wrong ammo mod and use it, you are going to be short an ammo mod, and you're going to have to fly away with your scorcher long enough for the mission to cancel. Now, to do so, I would suggest just flying across the map and then just simply waiting until it completes, or rather cancels. But just make sure that you do this quickly because you only have a limited amount of time. You can see on the left, I have 23 minutes left. So here's brain rot. This is the last one. This one kind of just looks like a giant fart, honestly. It just looks like it's smoky around here. So go ahead and kill zombies within the circle, and as soon as you're done, you will get the mirror. So now you have 3 items. You have 3 purple items, all right? We're gonna need to get these gold, and I will show you how in a minute. So once you have all 3 of those items, what you're going to want to do is make your way over to the main mission. Now the reason for this is there is no exit portal as far as I'm aware unless you complete the mission. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I would highly suggest that you finish the mission anyway if you're looking for these items, because you are going to get your 4th and final item from actually completing all the missions. So let's go through what the steps are here just so that you have no questions, and especially so that you can do this in the most efficient way possible. I'm going to show you exactly how to get through these missions extremely easy. So the first thing that's going to happen is once you trigger those soldiers to follow you, jump on the ACV, it will say escort. You're going to go ahead and escort all the way over to this little fairground area. Now you're going to get stopped. There is a mimic within this little tower right here. You have to activate it and get attacked by it. It's kind of annoying, but just go ahead and take out your scorcher, or if you have a 3 times pack-a-punch regular weapon with you, that works as well. Just make sure that you go ahead and kill that monster before you actually continue, and it'll switch right back to escort. Now where you're going to escort this next is to a building. Now keep in mind my game actually glitched out here. You can see there's no floor, but where you're going to end up next is this building, and it's essentially an infestation. You got to kill spores just like you do in regular zombies. This is kind of like recycled content in my opinion, but we won't talk about that today. But anyway, so you're in this infestation and you just want to go around and get spores. And in my opinion, the best way to do this is clear it floor by floor. Take the edges and go all around in a circle. I actually didn't do that, and it took me forever to find that last one that was ducked away. So just make sure that you're checking all of your corners while you're doing this. Now once you've done that, you can go back to escorting. You just simply want to jump back on the ATV. It'll say that it's going to escort you to the next site, and you are going to get to the end here. So the last thing that you're going to do, and this is the end of the entire mission, is you're going to activate this Outlast contract. Now this, in my opinion, is the hardest part of this level. It's not that hard. You just need to be good at, you know, doing an Outlast contract. You cannot be in the air, by the way. I tried just shooting my Scorcher up and seeing if you could, you know, cheese it and just stay up in the air. But once you actually finish that Outlast contract, you're going to get the final boss. Now the final boss is really easy, but what you need to do is just keep running away from him. You can see he's charging me just like a regular guy, regular monster if you will, special zombie. So what you want to do is just run away, and I suggest shooting him with the Scorcher if you have one. This is why Scorcher is the best gun in the game. You can fly around the map, you can do the flying glitch and everything like that, and kill monsters super easily if it's pack-a-punch. But what your reward is going to be is the 4th item, and it's also going to be gold, so it's already upgraded. Now you're going to have to upgrade the other 3 items, but we're going to go through that in a second here for the tutorial. However, at this point you can actually leave the Aether and you are good to go. It's very easy to actually do this mission once you actually hone all of that down. So if you need to save it, just make sure you do the Tombstone Duplication glitch along with it to actually duplicate those items for your friends. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to upgrade these items. Now it's super important that you do this in the correct order because it takes a while to travel along the map for most people, so I highly suggest you do it in the order that I do it here. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to go to the Zaravan suburbs, however you pronounce it, and you know where this boxing ring is, so go ahead and find it and make sure that you have all 4 items on you. Now if you stand in the middle of the ring and hold the use button, you're actually going to spawn this little Easter egg sequence. And once you've done that, you want to make sure that you knife all 3 of those bags in that order, left to right, and you'll get this zombie that you just need to knife kill, and that's as easy as it goes. So just make sure you have the MMA gloves for that. And then the next step that we're going to do is we're going to go over to the right here. Now you may have noticed this is the area where that Easter egg bypass used to be, where you could go into the cave and steal the loot. This is that same exact area. So just make your way over there and you're going to find this little target arena. So what you want to make sure at this shooting range is when you activate it right there, you go around and you're going to shoot all these targets. Now they don't move from where they're at as far as I can tell. I've seen other videos and it's super easy to do. So what you want to do is just run around, find all the targets, and make sure that you shoot them. Now, once you've done that, you're going to have this zombie spawn. Now, to my understanding, you need to shoot the zombie in the head. Now, it still took me a while because I don't have an upgraded weapon. It's clearly not a level 1 zombie. It says that it's level 1, but I think it's just because you're in the tier 1 zone. But what I did was I shot it with my Scorcher a little bit in the head. Again, make sure that you shoot him in the head so you get those criticals and he dies faster. Pretty sure that's the only way he takes damage, like I said. And what's going to happen is you are going to get the gold target. So once you finish that sequence, that is 2 out of 4 of the items, but technically speaking, we actually have 3 out of 4 done, because again, by finishing the mission, you got 1 gold item for free. So what you're going to want to do is go over to the graveyard for the last sequence to this Easter egg. Now, once you've made it here, go to the front of the graveyard and you're going to look for this particular grave over here on the left. Now, this is going to be similar to that circle one, all right? It's the same thing as when you were in the fog. You were going to need to shoot a particular zombie with a particular ammo mod. So go ahead and offer, and you can see there I had a zombie spawn. He's clearly going to need to be killed with napalm. You want to go up here and you'll see the offerings again, and what you want to do is go ahead and grab the one that signifies to your zombie or zombies. I've seen in other videos some people have gotten multiple zombies. For whatever reason, guys, I got 1 zombie, so all I had to do was kill him with napalm. Very easy to do again, and once he died from the actual special effect, I didn't even have to shoot him anymore. I grabbed some ammo and I made my way back over to the area, and I noticed on the ground here is the mirror. So now you actually have all 4 items. So now you can actually complete this entire sequence and you will be able to unlock the dark ether. So let me show you how you actually do that. So what you want to do is you want to go over to the new tornado. The old tornado was not where you need to go. All right, so this new location is over here in tier 3. Each one of these pedestals around where the ether portal will be, you can just ignore the one that I have next to me, will have the particular item. Make sure you throw the right item into the right pedestal, and what that will allow you to do is it will spawn in this portal and you will be good to go. It literally just shows up. There's a little bit of talking and everything like that. Nothing special, but it is permanently unlocked for you from now on. The box has been checked. Every single game that you go into, you will have this portal as an option, and you can use an elder sigil on it in order to enter the ether. So if you guys appreciate this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you for 16,000 subscribers, and I will catch you in the next video.